everybody, welcome back to my channel. It has been quite a while since my last frequent update, and if you watched my last video, which was a vlog, follow me around, what I eat in a day, update what is going on with my life video, you will know what has happened. Very briefly, me and my fiance, we split up and I had to move and everything. So that is why this has been just a wee bit quiet on this channel, but I hope sincerely that I will improve now that maybe things have settled just a wee bit. But I wanted to talk to you guys today about the most difficult things, or for me at least, the most difficult things about zero waste and the transition to a zero waste lifestyle. This may be a useful video if you are thinking about transitioning into a more eco-friendly lifestyle, whatever that may mean to you. And this is just some experiences that I had and that I had to learn from. So maybe this will be helpful to you, or maybe you are already zero waste as well and you will maybe want to share your experiences with me in the comments down below. If you do so, I will be very happy. One of the things I struggled with the most when I started my zero waste lifestyle about 2.5 years, 3 years ago, something like that, was the opaqueness of the recycling system and of the plastic industry in general. I will post a quote at some point just so you can see what I'm talking about. But in my process of researching and finding projects and articles and specific definitions and scientific research about plastic pollution and about the environment and about garbage and trash and waste in general, it was extremely difficult to sort out what was actually true and what was, colored or biased by some company or by a specific branch of movement, or you know what I'm talking about. I ran into this problem when I first started transitioning, and also when I had to give my first lecture. I thought it would be nice just to give a definition of what plastic generally is before talking more in detail about how to get rid of it, or how to, that's the point, you can't, but how to avoid plastic. So I googled what is plastic definition, something like that, and I found this website called plastic.something. I'll leave it here so you can see, where it literally says that plastic is a natural product, and this seems all right when you read it. It doesn't seem that plastic is that bad of a material, so why would you need to get rid of it? I then found out that this website was in connection, or was founded by plastic industries or plastic manufacturers. So what I'm just trying to say here is that it's extremely difficult for individual consumers like myself, because I have no qualifications or education specifically with focus on environmentalism or plastic or anything. But I think that there should be more transparency when it comes to your recycling system in your local area. I get people asking me tons of questions about their recycling system, because every recycling system is different. People do it different ways, and different countries and areas do it different ways. So it's not always that easy, and that's something that I really struggled with in the beginning. Very long one, sorry. The next one is also going to be long, but problems. Another thing that I struggled with was greenwashing. There's so many amazing initiatives out there that promote sustainability and promotes a less wasteful life, but there are also just tons and tons of companies that just want to ride this go green wave, because words like all natural, biodegradable, eco-friendly, they're not words that you need specific qualifications or certificates to use about your products. So literally anyone can say that the product is all natural, and it can be really hard to guide yourself through the massive amounts of products that are no good and find that one product that is good. Maybe I'll do a video, if you want that, on how to avoid greenwashing or greenwashed products. If you want that, leave a comment down below, because I would love to make it, and also I think it would be very exciting to do. So yeah. Another thing I really struggled with, now I want to get more in detail or more specific items or situations that I struggled with. The first year of my zero waste journey, I really struggled with the menstrual cup. I have 2 videos about menstruation and menstrual cups, so if you're more interested in the story in general or what happened and whatnot, you can go watch these videos. But essentially, I just felt so uncomfortable with the menstrual cup, and I was so sad, and I was almost devastated because I really wanted to make this work, because I dreaded tampons and pads and everything, because I know how wasteful it was. There was so much plastic. 1 second. Just gonna silence this one. Yeah. Okay. But I knew how wasteful these hygiene products was, but I just couldn't make this menstrual cup work. I made it work because I'm stubborn as... I made it work, and I'm so happy that I did. But don't just give up completely if you struggle with a thing or two, or if you struggle with something that you really want to do, but in this point you are in your life or whatnot, the situations, they change, you know, like so. Just don't give completely up on the whole zero waste journey just because one little thing seems to be in your way. Just find your way and work around it, and especially with stuff like the menstrual cups, you know, it's very personal, it's very intimate, and you shouldn't push yourself too hard. So if you really think it's very uncomfortable, like I did, just take your time. I started wearing it just a wee bit around the house, and when I got comfortable with that, I wore it when I went grocery shopping. When I was comfortable with that, I went to lectures with it, you know, baby steps. Another thing that I really struggled with in the beginning, and just I don't give a shit now, but I was so aware that people looked at me funny, or maybe thought something funny about me when I was walking with my canvas bags, or when I asked people to give me you know, either tea or juice or whatever I was buying in my own container, because you will get some funny reactions, because it doesn't look normal. It doesn't look like something a lot of people do. Not a lot of people do it, unfortunately, but the only way to change that is just to be that change and create this ripple effect where just more and more people are becoming aware that this is actually a thing that you can do. I see that lots of stores are now having discounts, also in my tiny area of the world, that some stores are having discounts that if you bring your own container you'll get 10% off, or 20% off or something. It's amazing. I'm just so delighted by it. But yeah, in the beginning I felt so weird when people were looking at me. Some people were giving me unnecessary criticisms for what I was doing, but screw that. It doesn't really matter, because if you love what you do, that is amazing. Zero waste memes on Instagram, by the way, saved my life. Made this meme, and it just sums everything up so completely amazing. I love it. Yeah. Another thing that I quite struggled with, and maybe it's just a funny thing, not really, you know, gigantic problem, but I really struggled in the beginning with the thought of bringing my, you know, compost home in order to compost it, or until I could find a proper compost option. So having banana peels or, you know, apple peels, for instance, in your purse or in a bag really seemed super disgusting and awful to me, but now it doesn't really bother me at all, because I just think it's rather cool that, you know, you can save it and you can use it for something later. But that's something that really bothered me in the beginning, because I didn't want the, you know, trash to go back in my bag. But it's not trash, it's resources. The last thing I struggled with, and this is a struggle for me, but also because that I have the blog and I want to create recipes and everything for you, but something I struggled with in the beginning was something like makeup and figuring out ingredients and how to make it yourself and how not to make it yourself. But that's just more of a game to me, because this is also my hobby and this is what I love experimenting with and doing every day. So it's not a tedious chore to do it, but I struggled in the beginning, especially with both mascara and concealer, because I had no idea where to start and what to do. And if you are in the position where you have no idea where to start makeup or beauty wise, and you know you just want to cut down on the plastic packaging, or you know you want to move on to more organic or natural products, I have made specifically for you tons and tons of videos and posts and guides on how to get started and what to do, because I struggled with this in the beginning and I don't want you to struggle too. So I hope that I maybe made this just a little bit easier for you. So yeah, that is what I did. That is everything that I have for this video. I hope that you liked it. If you have any other video ideas, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I hope that you have an amazing day, and if you want to, you can leave this video a thumbs up. I would love if you did. You can also follow me on Facebook. That is facebook.com/GittaMary, and you can of course also always follow me on Instagram. I would love to see you there. Take really good care of yourselves. Until next time. Bye!